In the quiet city of Seattle, a young boy once sat in front of a glowing computer terminal, long before such a thing was common. His name was Bill Gates. And that boy, driven by unstoppable curiosity, would one day change the world forever. Born on October 28, 1955, Bill wasn't just another kid. He was curious, restless, hungry to know how things worked. His parents, William and Mary Gates, encouraged competition and big dreams. At their dinner table, debates were common, and questions flew like sparks. One question from his mother often lingered: "What will you do with your life, Bill?" No one then could imagine how far that question would take him. At Lakeside School, Bill met his first love, not a person, but a machine. A massive, clunky computer terminal that most people didn't understand. But Bill did. He was fascinated, drawn in like a magnet. He spent hours coding, exploring, and testing. It was there he met another student just as obsessed as he was, Paul Allen. The two clicked instantly. Friends. An unstoppable duo. They dreamed of a world where computers weren't locked in labs, but sat on every desk, in every home. By 1975, that dream began to take form. Bill was at Harvard University, Paul was working nearby. Then came an article about a new invention, the Altair 8800, one of the first personal computers. Paul burst into Bill's dorm room, waving the magazine. "This is it, Bill. This is the future." The two called the manufacturer, MITS, and boldly claimed they already had software ready for the Altair. In truth, they hadn't written a single line of it yet. But they believed in themselves. They believed in their dream. For the next few weeks, they barely slept, coding day and night. When they finally tested it, it worked. Perfectly. MITS bought the software. And just like that, Microsoft was born. Not from power or privilege, but from boldness, belief, and pure grit. Bill Gates made a choice that shocked everyone. He dropped out of Harvard. Why? Because he saw what others couldn't, a future run by personal computers. In 1975, Microsoft began as a small startup with a giant ambition: to put a computer on every desk and in every home. Few believed it was possible. But Gates didn't care about what others believed. He cared about building the future. In 1980, opportunity came knocking, literally. IBM, the world's biggest computer company, needed an operating system for its machines. Microsoft didn't have one. But Bill Gates didn't hesitate. He promised IBM he had the perfect system, then bought one from another developer, improved it, and called it MS-DOS. Here's where genius struck: instead of selling all rights to IBM, Gates licensed it, keeping ownership. When IBM PCs flooded the world, Microsoft software went with them. That decision transformed Microsoft into an empire. By his early 30s, Bill Gates was a billionaire. But wealth was never the goal. It was about vision, innovation, impact. In 1985, Microsoft launched Windows, a new, visual way to use computers. No more black screens or complex commands. Just click, drag, and type. With Windows, technology became simple, personal. It was the birth of a digital revolution. By the 1990s, Microsoft ruled the world of software. And Bill Gates became the richest man alive. But success brings storms. Microsoft faced fierce competition, lawsuits, and relentless criticism. Many called Gates controlling or too demanding. But behind the headlines stood a man obsessed, not with power, but with progress. He adapted, evolved, and kept pushing forward. When the internet appeared, he saw its power instantly. In 1995, his famous memo warned, "The internet is a tidal wave." He made sure Microsoft didn't get drowned by it, but rode on top of it. After decades of building his empire, Bill Gates asked himself a bigger question. What now? He had conquered technology, but not yet touched humanity. In 2000, alongside his wife Melinda, he created the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, now one of the largest charities in the world. From developing vaccines to fighting poverty, to improving education, the Gates Foundation turned profit into purpose. Bill once said, "If you are born poor, it's not your fault. But if you die poor, it's your mistake." And he lived by that, giving billions to help those in need. Today, Bill Gates isn't known just as the man who made Microsoft. He's known as the man who used his success to make the world a better place. His story is proof that success isn't a straight line, it's a journey of vision, risk, and reinvention. From a curious student tinkering at Lakeside, to a visionary who redefined how the world works, learns, and connects. Bill Gates showed us that greatness doesn't come from privilege, it comes from persistence. Bill Gates' life teaches us this. Dream boldly, even when others doubt you. Fail bravely, because failure is just feedback. Learn endlessly, because knowledge is your greatest weapon. And above all, define success by what you give, not what you get. A curious boy became a global visionary. A programmer became a philanthropist. This isn't just the story of Bill Gates. It's the story of what's possible when vision meets action.